Здравейте, здравейте, момци и моми, аз съм Джеймер, а това би трябвало да е епизод 12 от поредицата ми на трябва да Inquisition, продължението му, което ви постигнали. А именно трябва да слезна там, виждате ли го? Може би всъщност това е играта. Може и да не е. Искам да скоча, но играта не ми позволява. Искам да го пребия този нашия герой. Но играта със сигурност не желае. Така. Добре. Какъв беше филма сега тук? Добре, отиваме към фърстенчатъра. Можем да дойдем насам с този лириум. Да вземем... Тук също мисля, че трябва да има лириум, да. Ние колео сме. Първо ще отидем до Редклиф. Мисля, по пъти ще минем през тази задача, която сега в момента сме. Сме селектирали. Опа. Я видим. Гледам, че тук лево има задигане. Пи. Така. Ти? Не, ти? Да. А тази кой дигахме? Електрическа братчето. Токове на токове дигаме. %50 weapon damage. 50%. И двата ми харесват. Двете ми харесват, да мога да взема решение. Затова ще ги пробваме, може би, и двете. Мисля, едното ми пише, че прави 50% повече weapon damage. Какво има предвид, че буства на оръжието 50% damage? А другото пише, че прави 50% повече weapon damage per second. Пак какво си има в предвид? Мисля, каква е разликата между двете? Ще не успя да хвана. Както и да е. Сега важното е тук. Ще ги тествам нещата, пък ще разбера. Тук важното е да намеря червения лириум. Лошо, че нямам никакъв спомен къде е. Ама чак се, защо се опитвам да не кихна, че ще ми се докиха. И така като гледам, успях. Готино лисички, къде тичеш ти? Чакайте, дръпта за опашката. Така, предполагам, че трябва да се хача горе. А как ставаше този трик? От тук, може би? Видиме само, че дали предполагам правилно, защото може и да се бъркаме. Може и въобще пъти да даде насам. Предполагам, между другото, че най-вероятно трябва да е в... Или да е тук горе на кулата. Това трябва да е, нали? Да. Добре, супер, окей. Ще кажа ли трябва да е горе кулът или некъде има пещера тук. Но за мое огромно нещастие беше долу горе в кулата, ще я кажа, долу. Пещерата. Няма пещера. Има кула. Тук някакви ледове са падали. Ди, коню, ди. Няма ход да събира материали. Това със събирането на материали ще го правя примерно офскрин. Ако имаме нужда от някакви материали допълнителни. Така. Избягай колкото се може по-навреч. Как ги извага? Сега ще трябва да го правя. Господин демоне или госпожица демоне. Еле, като сигурни с моя меч. Много ли destroy? Find them and destroy them. Викваме за малко броя. Правим затвор. Чекай бус.
Was that?
We don't know what these rifts can do. That one appeared to alter the time around it.
Може би Фиона ще знае.
There are many mages in Redcliffe. Maybe Fiona will know what's going on.
Make her have mercy. It's over. Open the gates.
Това, какво става? Тук, така. 5 пъти се опитвам да го взема и не мога. С тебе мога ли го говорим къде ти избега? Айде сега вече разбирам тази шо избява. Тя самичка. От тази страна на портата ще бега, не е?
We spread word the Inquisition was coming. But you should know that no one here was expecting us.
No one? Not even Grand Enchanter Fiona?
If she was, she hasn't told anyone. We've arranged use of the tavern for the negotiations.
Agents of the Inquisition, my apologies. Magister Alexius is in charge now, but hasn't yet arrived. He's expected shortly. You can speak with the former Grand Enchanter in the meantime.
Да, видим какъв беше филмът тук. Видим какъв беше филмът тук. Това са все инквизитори, нали? Както гледам, да. Тук си теглим една прека черта. Коста тук, коста тук, коста тук. Айде, отвори се врата.
Too many people dying for want of simple herbs. My apologies.
Какво става,
Can I
мадам?
help you?
Да би да са ви малко билките.
Are you running short of healing herbs?
Yes. We've many injured from attacks by those cursed Templars. I need the herbs to treat people's wounds. It's too dangerous to go hunting through the hills to gather more. I've a list there of the herbs I need.
Можеш ли да помогнеш на бежанците?
There are refugees at the crossroads who would benefit from a healer.
Of course they would. These attacks by the Templars have endangered countless innocent lives. But if I go to the crossroads to help, I might end up in danger myself. I doubt those refugees would risk their lives for a knife here. Why should I risk mine for them?
Касатра.
The Inquisition honors the efforts of all who are willing to help in these dark times. Help the refugees, and we will ensure that you are protected and respected.
All right. If the Inquisition soldiers are there, I might be safer regardless. I'll see you at the crossroads soon. Just give me a moment to gather my things.
Добре, тази каза, че ще помогне. Тя ми мисля обаче това лище тук какво иска да ни каже. Това лище какво ще ни каже? Това лище нищо не ни каза.
May I help you?
Намерих ти
I found
растения.
some of the herbs you were looking for.
This is exactly what I needed.
Goodbye.
Чао, чао.
Thank you so much for your help.
Трябва ли сме да и намерим някакви определени растения, които така и не разбрах какви са, но важното, че сме ги имали. Оп, оп, оп. Тази ми се видя, че се превърна в...
You know, you shouldn't make fun of people being scared of magic just because you can scare them back.
I take it you
Well,
think
задачка.
I'm frightening.
Not naked, you're well fit, but all armored up and fierce. What do you think some stable boy sees?
A seeker on the side of righteousness.
Here's what I learned in the alleys. Ah, mages! Ah, Templars! Ah, Tevinters! Ah, hungry! When you're little, everything is ah!
Grandmother, I think we should go. Go. On a little walk.
Сигурно всичко е... като си малко всичко е... Може ли ми отвориш тази врата? Шайт. Чики. Вратата ни е заключена, за жалост. И трябва да видим тия файн тулс, мисля, че бяха перкове. И тук мога да си измия краката и се отдаваме.
They say a desire demon took the mind of our young Lord Connor. The hero of Ferelden drove the demon away to save him. Make her be praised.
Разкажи ми повече за селото Редклиф.
Tell me about your people.
They say a spirit dwells in a small lake south of the highway. The girls of the village bring it daisies and ask for love, but rarely does it listen. For 'tis a spirit of valor, not love, and it favors blood lotus flowers.
Та тук може да ни разказват доста истории за Редклиф, ако си
I
спомням
remember
правилно.
the first time the dead walked these lands, when a blood mage poisoned our leman. The ashes of Andrastia herself brought the
И
Arl back
май
from
всичките
his
са от
enchanted
онова
slumber.
време. Тоест от единицата. О, сега няма да слушаме такви дрънка. Аз си притежавам едни пиздечета. Това е въпросителен. Това е въпросителен. Какъв е? Ако мога да си отворим вратата, което често казвам имам известни съмнения. Да, Fine Tools. Трябва да дигнем Fine Tools определено. Така, добре. Това какво е? Прилича ми на грифон. Дали е грифон? Пиона е грифон. Тяло на лъв. Глава на орел.
We should be getting more refugees soon.
Do you think we should
I'll keep an eye out.
I'm not sure.
Good day.
О, магазинерката.
Wait.
Кой има тук? Моля малко да продадем всички глупости, така. Я какво се продава тук. Някакви апгрейди и нищо, което да ме вълнува друго. Здрасти, братленце.
For the first time in all these years, I fear I will not be visiting your ashes. What world is this? That demons and brigands stop a man from taking flowers to his wife's shrine.
Аз мога да занеса цветята.
What if I took flowers to your wife's shrine for you?
I do not know what to say, except thank you. I never expected anyone not of the blood to care. My Senna would be grateful. Her shrine lies on a hill to the west, near the tablestones. Thank you.
Stay safe.
Walk in peace.
Преди тази задача е някакви тъпа е така, в смисъл. Представете си, примерно, в случай, тъй като ние сме главният инквизитор, представете ли си някой генерал да се разхожда, да отиде при някакви донка. О, боже, не мога да закарам на гроба на жена си цветята, и генералшка, да, аз ще го направя. Тук ще няма се занимава с тая бата. Ама ние сме пичуа.
Not your fault. It could have happened to any of us.
That doesn't help. That's why people hate us. But just stop. You don't know what you're talking about.
Конър. Това е момчето, сина на Арал Иман, който го спасихме от демона.
Are you Connor?
You've heard the story, I guess. I can't believe King Alistair thought Redcliffe was the right place to send the mages. I mean, he grew up here. Did he think they would just forget what I did to them?
Играта бърка. Алистър не е крал. Играта бърка. Алистър не е крал. Ние станахме крал. Така. Не одобряваш ТЕВИНТЕР?
You're not in favor of the alliance with ТЕВИНТЕР?
Alliance? Is that what they're calling it? That magister threw my uncle out into the street. He signed us into servitude. This is my home. Redcliffe, Ferelden. No matter what evils I've done, I would never have invited ТЕВИНТЕР here.
Окей. Разкажи ми за това, което си направил.
You were behind the siege of Redcliffe 10 years ago?
That's me. The boy with Redcliffe's blood on his hands.
Трябваше да убият. Изненадвам се, че си тук.
If I were you, I wouldn't have set foot in Redcliffe again unless I was dragged in chains.
I had nowhere else to go. When we closed the circles, every city shut its doors to us. There was nowhere else to go. I hate it. I can feel the blood on the stones, even if I can't see it.
Damn. Какво се случило с Ярл Иман?
Why isn't Arl Eamon in power anymore?
After the lands meet, he stayed in Denerim. I couldn't be his heir, not after what happened. So eventually he passed the title to Uncle Tegan.
Тиган? Голям печега. Тиган. Не знам как му викаше. Чиган. Нещо такова. Защо се присъединил към ребелите?
How did you end up in the Mage Rebellion?
I was living in the
From the
Ferelden
Stanley.
Tower when the circles dissolved. I voted against it, but at first it seemed all right. No one was summoning demons. They just wanted to oversee themselves. But then the Magister came, and It's wrong what they do in ТЕВИНТЕР. We are monsters. We need to be controlled. If it wasn't for me, every family in this village wouldn't be missing a son, a daughter, a spouse.
Ние него го изпратихме в ТЕВИНТЕР да се обучава,
I need to
нали
be
така?
going.
Please,
Или някой
talk
друг
some
изпратихме.
sense into the Grand Enchanter. Selling out to the Imperium won't win us any friends. We have to find a way to make peace.
А тя иска да... Гранд Енчантър иска да продаде земята на ТЕВИНТЕР, за да дойде да ни помогнат. Какво? Няма нужда. Се оправим без тях. Така, Конор тук нещо се обърка. Каза, че Алистър е крал. И сега често казвам, малко не мога да си го избия това от главата. Защото не съм сигурен дали по някакъв начин... По принцип в единичката ти ставаш крал, е доста особено и много малко вероятно, по принцип, да кажеш това нещо. Реално, особено при първо преиграване, примерно. Опа. И имам чувството, че един от тези краища, които девелоперите на Inquisition са забравили, че съществуват. Ако е така, ще е много тъжно, защото в двойката се говори за...
Every ocularum is made from the skull of a tranquil?
Every skull was... No, done thinking about it. Done.
I had hoped they were safe with the rebel mages. I see that I was mistaken.
I had wondered where they had gone. I should have looked harder.
Тия черепи са някакви супер притеснителни, особено като са всичките на куп в една стая. Я какво нощи за купуване и продаване. Аз те проверих по-рано. Само да видим един, така да теглим един Business Arrangement. Добре. Въобще ние сме обиколили навсякъде, където може да се обиколи. Значи тук само не съм сигурен дали съм бил, сега ще отидем да погледнем. Тук бях вътре, но е тук не съм. Тук има някаква добра броня, примерно. Така. Така, отивам си ние вече по задачките. Тук горе не сме били, сори. О, тук има една много яка задача. Въпросът е колка ще ни се даде тази задача. Това е добър въпрос. Абе, много яка, не е чак толкова яка. Така. Зачетох се за вида да е бил от това писмо тук и от тази книга да взимаме задачата, но не е. Горе-долу като тази задача с бизона, който трябваше да го доведем от една точка до друга точка. Така задачката, но беше забавна. Аз си помня, че беше доста хумористично направена.
Welcome, agents of the Inquisition.
Не би харесва как гледаш.
First Enchanter Vivienne?
My dear Fiona, it's been so long since we last spoke. You look dreadful. Are you sleeping well?
What has brought you to Redcliffe?
Така. Ще ти кажа, че тя ме е поканила тук.
We're here because of your invitation back in Val Royeaux.
You must be mistaken. I haven't been to Val Royeaux since before the Conclave.
Сигурен съм, че беше ти.
There is no mistake. While the Templars were leaving, you came to Val Royeaux and asked me here.
The Templars left Val Royeaux? Where did they go? That sounds... Why does that sound so strange? Whoever or whatever brought you here, the situation has changed. The Free Mages have already pledged themselves to the service of the Tevinter Imperium.
Fiona, dear, your dementia is showing.
An alliance with Tevinter? Do you not fear all of Thedas turning against you?
As one indentured to a Magister, I no longer have the authority to negotiate with you.
Направя си огромна грешка.
An alliance with Tevinter is a terrible mistake.
All hope of peace died with Justinia. This bargain with Tevinter would not have been my first choice, but we had no choice. We are losing this war. I needed to save as many of my people as I could.
Welcome, my friends. I apologize for not greeting you earlier.
Agents of the Inquisition, allow me to introduce Magister Gerion Alexius.
The Southern Mages are under my command. And you are the survivor, yes? The one from the Fade? Interesting.
Разкажи ми повече за Съюза.
I'd like to know more about this alliance between the rebel mages and the Imperium.
Certainly. What specifically do you wish to know?
Къде е Ярл?
I haven't seen any sign of Redcliffe's Arl or his men.
The Earl of Redcliffe left the village.
Al Tegan did not abandon his lands during the Blight, even when they were under siege.
There were tensions growing. I did not want an incident.
Така, пак питаме.
I'd like to know more about this alliance between the rebel mages and the Imperium.
Certainly. What specifically do you wish to know?
Кога се случило това?
I'm not clear on when exactly you negotiated this arrangement with Fiona.
When the Conclave was destroyed, these poor souls faced the brutality of the Templars, who rushed to attack them. It could only be through divine providence that I arrived when I did.
It was certainly very timely.
Какво прави Тевинтер отново?
What does the Imperium gain from taking rebel mages under its wing?
For the moment, the Southern Mages are a considerable expense. After they are properly trained, they will
Генери Голс
join
пише, мен сега
our
Голс че пише.
You said not all my people would be military. There are children, those not suited.
And one day I'm sure they will all be productive citizens of the Imperium when their debts are paid.
Сион каза, че не помни.
The
Фиона каза,
Grand
че не помни.
Enchanter told me she was indentured to a magister.
Our southern brethren have no legal status in the Imperium. As they were not born citizens of Tevinter, they must work for a period of 10 years before gaining full rights. As their protector, I shall oversee their work for the Imperium.
Това е далеч. Това е на много далеч от вкъщи.
You're quite a long way from Tevinter, Alexius.
Indeed I am, though I have heard you are no Ferelden either. It seems we are both strangers.
Идеята ми беше да го използвам като лека заплаха това.
Felix, would you send for a scribe, please? Pardon my manners. My son Felix, friends. I am not surprised you're here. Containing the breach is not a feat that many could even attempt. There is no telling how many mages would be needed for such an endeavor. Ambitious indeed.
Ще взема всеки, който имаш.
I'll take every mage you can give me.
There will have to be. Felix.
My lord, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me.
Are you all right?
I'm fine, Father.
Come, I'll get your powders. Please excuse me, friends. We will have to continue this another time. Fiona, I require your assistance back at the castle.
I don't mean to trouble everyone.
I shall send word to the Inquisition. We will conclude this business at a later date.
Той беше... Да, окей. Той ще каже, че ми дава съобщение тук, нали?
Wow, aren't we secrety?
We'll be careful, but we need to figure
Заслужава
out
си
what's going
да...
on here.
Заслужаваш си да се разследва.
We don't need your kind here. Your Inquisition's just Templars by another name.
Разкажи ми за себе си.
Who are you?
Linnea. Just Linnea. Don't ask what circle tower I'm from, because we're done with that. We're all free mages now.
И ТЕВИНТЕР са по-горе?
You'd rather bow to ТЕВИНТЕР than join the Inquisition?
Don't tell me you bought the Chantry's lies about how evil TEVINTER is. It's just because they're ruled by mages. No one wants us to look at them and say their mages are free and the world hasn't ended.
Да, те не използват ли кръва магия?
But don't magisters summon demons and practice human sacrifice?
The Chantry says whatever they think will scare us. What's wrong with blood magic? People don't like the idea of us controlling their thoughts, but they have no problem with us throwing fireballs in their walls. In TEVINTER, the mages police themselves. It works.
Имате нужда от мен.
TEVINTER's as big a threat as the Templars. You're better off with the Inquisition.
Right. And I'm the Empress of Orlais.
Да... Кой тресна главата от масата?
Have you seen otherwise?
Така... Трябва да пинем едно почно чуваче. Топа не мога. Ти къв си, братле?
Inquisition, huh? I wish to holy Andraste you'd gotten here sooner. These TEVINTERs make my shoulder blades itch.
Разкажи ми за себе си.
Who are you?
Name's Talwyn, formerly of the Circle of Magi in Hosbrook. Lived my whole life there, since I was 10 years old and came into my magic. 3 meals a day, quality education, a roof over my head. If you're not summoning demons, a mage tower's a fine place to be.
И да си част от революцията.
If you were happy in the circle, why are you here with the rebels?
От ребелите.
The vote saw to that. The majority wanted to dissolve the circles. The rest of us went with them or were cut loose.
There are still some of us who are loyal in the Empress's court.
I figured I'm better off with my fellow mages than on my own.
Ти не харесваш ТЕВИНТЕР?
You're not happy with this new alliance?
Something's not right about that lot. They're not like us. Magic or no, I'd rather count myself among decent folk than stand with magisters.
Разкажи ми за Съюза.
How did the Grand Enchanter end up working with ТЕВИНТЕР?
1 minute, we were bracing for the Templars to attack. The next, we had a Magister ally. It was a stroke of luck that's given us an edge. In a way.
Нещо ми подсказва, че това не е точно късмет.
Goodbye.
Be careful. The Tevinters likely aren't happy you're asking questions.
Въобще не ме интересуват. Ти какъв си?
Magister Alexius does not approve of those without magic like you and me. You may not wish to stay long. Many villagers have already left to escape his ire.
Така ли? Добре. Защо Алексиус не одобрява такива като вас?
What does the Magister have against you?
He does not like to be reminded of what mages can become. He says all Tranquil must leave Redcliffe, but who would take us in?
Ти си лоботомизиран?
You're one of the Tranquil?
Yes, my talent for magic was insufficient to protect me from demons. Rather than risk me becoming possessed, the Circle removed my connection to the Fade. My magic is gone, along with my dreams and desires. Those now in Redcliffe prefer not to see us.
Тевинтер кога пристигнах?
How long have Tevinters been here?
Magister Alexius arrived at nightfall, 2 days after we retreated from the Temple of Sacred Ashes. He forced anyone without magic out of the castle, save those he required to serve him. Even the Arl was sent away.
Интересно.
Very well then.
One moment. You are a member of the Inquisition, are you not? I am an alchemist. You must require potions. If the Magister will not have me here, perhaps I can offer my services.
Да, присъедини се.
We would be delighted to have you working for the Inquisition.
Thank you. While one lives, it is good to believe there is still a use for one's talents.
Много тъпо връч. Чата. Ако кръга и темпорите ги няма за да им служи, Тевинтер не го щат. Такова, няма как, не ще го вземе. Винаги ще има някаква работа там. Така, тук говорихме с всички, аз качиме на втория етаж да видим какво става тук. О, едно книга. О, второ книга. Видим, ще има ли трето книга. Тук мога ли скочи през прозор? Това е по-ще пром. Днес искам да скочи от некъде. Тая една. Прескочи. В началото не започнахме там, където исках да скочи долу. През пропаста, за да мога да спеста вървене. Искам през джама, но не ми дават. Здрасти!
They say Andraste sent you to save the world.
Сигурно.
If it'll help save lives and bring peace, I'll be the first to believe.
Не ми пука. Звучиш сякаш се колебаш.
I don't have to worry about you falling at my feet in worship then? That has been tiresome.
I believe we must each attend to our own lives to find salvation.
Ти подкрепиш ли магиосниците?
Are you working for the Mage Rebellion?
Mages are children of the Maker, no less than the rest of us. They struggle no less with questions of faith.
Не трябва ли ти има кръгла?
Does that mean you support their freedom?
Given a choice between the circle and death, most mages willingly gave up some small freedoms for safety. But the pendulum swings, and now it seems any restraint is too much. I think they should have a chance to prove they deserve freedom.
Сама ли си тук?
I don't see any other priests in the village. Where is everybody?
The Magister had the others escorted out for their own safety, but I refused. He can throw me out if he wants. Until then, I tend to my flock.
Подкрепиш ли Съюза?
What are your feelings on the mages working with ТЕВИНТЕР?
The Imperium burned on Draft Day. Since then, we have led 4 exalted marches against them. Yet in all those marches, they still acknowledged the Maker. Now I speak of him and the Magisters laugh. Something has happened and I dread to learn what.
I will leave you to your duties.
Make us speed you, my child.
То пич да не се стоя прекалено дълго, честно казано, на земята на Ферелдън. Така, нека си, много ми е близка тази земя, сякаш на първата част съм играл. Тук и сякаш съм трябва да спасявам тази земя. Какво каза? Чакай. Ти си църквата.
Are you a chantry sister?
A lay sister only. I work here to help the poor and extend the Maker's kindness to those who need it. It is very busy work, especially in these times, but let me know if I can ever help you.
Знам, че си контрабандист.
I found the letter you sent a Templar named Corin.
What? Shit. You can't prove anything. A letter from a rogue Templar. Nobody is going to care. So, what do you intend to do?
Касандра?
Let's see. Impersonating a sister, smuggling, dishonoring chantry robes. I can think of more if you like. Or you could put your skills to use for the Inquisition.
And you'd keep quiet? Nobody else has to know?
That will depend on how honest your efforts are on our behalf.
All right. I'm in. Seems like the Inquisition is the safer bet these days.
Имаме нужди от агенти в крайна сметка. Имаме нужда от войни, имаме нужда от всеки хора, така че ето тази ще ни е агент.
I look forward to helping the Inquisition, as per our agreement. I look forward to helping the Inquisition.
И под агент разбирайте шпиони. Евентуално и може да свърши някоя друга по-така интересна задачка. От сорта да отрепе някой за нас. Абе, агенция? Добре, там не мога да прескоча, после ще се опитам да взема каквото има горе. Сега тук трябва да се видиме с следващия ни компаньон.
Good. You're finally here. Now help me close this, would you?
С най-голямо удоволствие ще ти помогна. Оли си пия едно площно час сега така. Ми е мир на главата. И помеле. Виж, че вече мога да се пара на ручки. Мисля, че това се каже нещо с Ф, но не съм много сигурен.
does that work exactly? You don't even know, do you? You just wiggle your fingers and boom. Rift closes.
Who are you?
Ah, getting ahead of myself again, I see. Dorian of House
Dorian.
Parvus.
Няма
Most
нищо
recently of Minrathous. How do you do?
Another Tevinter. Be cautious with this one.
Suspicious friends you have here. Magister Alexius was once my mentor, so my assistance should be valuable, as I'm sure you can imagine.
Интересно, че сина на Алексиус ни подаде съобщението. Съобщението от Дориан. Което означава, че може би сина на Алексиус бачка за Дориан. Ще видим по-напред дали имаше нещо такова. Къде е Феликс?
I was expecting Felix to be here.
I'm sure he's on his way. He was to give you the note, then meet us here after ditching his father.
Нещо не е наред с Феликс.
Alexius couldn't jump to Felix's side fast enough when he pretended to be faint. Is something wrong with him?
He's had some lingering illness for months. Felix is an only child, and Alexius is being a mother hen, most likely.
Ти си магистър.
Are you a magister?
All right, let's say this once. I'm a mage from Tevinter, but not a member of the Magisterium. I know Southerners use the terms interchangeably, but that only makes you sound like barbarians.
Тоест, той е магиосник, но не е част от магистрите. Така, преди малко разбрахме, че той е изпратил писмото, така че няма смисъл. Защо ни помагаш? Не съм сигурен какво е grandstanding.
Stop talking like you're waiting for applause. Just tell me what's going on.
What? There's no applause? Fine. Look, you must know there's danger. That should be obvious even without the note. Let's start with Alexius claiming the allegiance of the mage rebels out from under you. As if by magic, yes? Which is exactly right. To reach Redcliffe, before the Inquisition, Alexius distorted time itself.
За да дойде тук преди мене.
He arranged it so he could arrive here just after the Divine died?
You catch on quick.
Manipulating time itself? Many have attempted over the ages, but never once succeeded.
The rift you closed here. You saw how it twisted time around itself, sped some things up and slowed others down. Soon, there will be more like it, and they'll appear further and further away from Redcliffe. The magic Alexius is using is wildly unstable, and it's unraveling the world.
Oh. Имаш ли доказателства?
I'd like more proof than magical time control. Go with it.
I know what I'm talking about. I helped develop this magic. When I was still his apprentice, it was pure theory. Alexius could never get it to work. What I don't understand is why he's doing it, ripping time to shreds just to gain a few hundred lackeys.
He didn't do it for them.
Ето този,
Took you long enough?
Felix.
Is he getting suspicious?
No, but I shouldn't have played the illness card. I thought he'd be fussing over me all day. My father's joined a cult, Tevinter supremacists. They call themselves Venatori. And I can tell you one thing. Whatever he's done for them, he's done it to get to you.
Добре, разследваме. Защо ми казваш това?
Alexius is your father. Why are you working against him?
For the same reason Dorian works against him. I love my father, and I love my country. But this? Cults? Time magic? What he's doing now is madness. For his own sake, you have to stop him.
It would also be nice if he didn't rip a hole in time. There's already a hole in the sky.
Защо ме иска?
Why would he rearrange time and indenture the Mage Rebellion just to get to me?
They're obsessed with you, but I don't know why. Perhaps because you survived the Temple of Sacred Ashes.
You can close the rifts. Maybe there's a connection. Or they see you as a threat.
If the Venatori are behind those rifts or the breach in the sky, they're even worse than I thought.
Той не ме плаши.
I'm not afraid of Alexius.
You know you're his target. Expecting the trap is the first step in turning it to your advantage. I can't stay in Redcliffe. Alexius doesn't know I'm here, and I want to keep it that way for now. But whenever you're ready to deal with him, I want to be there. I'll be in touch. Oh, and Felix, try not to get yourself killed.
There are worse things than dying, Dorian.
Добре. Здобихме се с... Предполагам, че се здобихме с нов компаньон. Не съм сигурен дали вече можем да си го вземем с нас. Сега ще проверим. Първо да излезем и да видим какво ще се случи, дали още нещо ще се случи. И да видим какви задачи ни остават тук в Редклиф. Значи остава ни още един компаньон, който можем да отидем да вземем. Тук. И може би ако сега тук нищо не се случи след като излезнем, очаквам някакво нападение. Но може и да бъркам. Явно бъркам.
Perhaps we are better off pursuing the Templars instead.
Just pick one, because both sides need a boot at the jack side.
Така. Секрет. Това е някъде при Дракона, затова няма да ходим там. Можем да дойдем тук обаче. Да вземем това. Не. Добре, значи ще направим така. Ще дойдем тук. Ще вземем това. Ще дадем на тази медикаментите, които има нужда от които има нужда. Ще се портаме тук, ще дойдем да се вземем другия. Аз казвам да се вземем с очудих, че може да не го взима, но да се запознаваме с другия ни компаньон. И да. И там ще сложим, примерно, край на епизодчето. Така. Трябваме тук. Какви са новините? Аз не съм ги чул. Какви са новините? Некой да ми каже новините. Здрасти, мадам. Намерих ти билките.
I found some of the herbs you were looking for.
This is exactly what I needed.
Are you running short of healing herbs?
Yes, I need them to keep wounds from going bad. It's too dangerous to go hunting through the hills to gather more. I've a list there of the herbs I need.
Goodbye.
Thank you so much for your help.
Тази колко пъти трябва да изпълним задачата с...
A pleasure to see you again.
С билките.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Thank you so much for your help.
Май приключихме, а? Явно.
A pleasure to see you again.
Да, браво. Значи, 3 пъти.
Thank you so much for your help.
Така малко е досадно, защото, както видяхте, те билките, ако си ги събирал по-рано, си разцъквал налево натесно, просто трябва да ги дадеш. Малко е тъпо, че трябва да ги дадем 3 пъти един след друг. Ще е малко по-добре, ако ги имаш всичките, да можеш всичките да ги дадеш на куп, примерно. Това ми е идеята. Тук как се качвам. Аз всеки път се опитвам от тук да се кача, защото знам, че може в принцип. Тук е така, оп. Сега ще изпълня първо това нещо. Мога ли да мина директно през водата тук? Може, защо да не може? Всичко може. Хванахме някакъв меч. Така. Такова. Слагаш цветя и ти дават меч. Искам и аз така. Идем. Blackwall.
Remember how to carry your shields. You're not hiding, you're holding. Otherwise, it's useless.
Blackwall. Warden Blackwall.
You're not. How do you know my name? Who said ah?
Easy.
That's it. Help or get out. We're dealing with these idiots first. Conscripts, here they come.
Ти прилича като облече инквизитори, а? Явно са бандюри. Това е друг ми компаньон. Blackwall. И мисля, че остана още един, който трябва да вземем. Ако прием, че сме взели Дориан.
Well, thieves are made, not born. Take back what they stole. Go back to your families. You saved yourselves. You're no farmer. Why do you know my name? Who are you?
Това зависи от кого. Ако го питаш. Инквизицията има въпроси.
I'm here investigating Grey Wardens for the Inquisition. We're seeing if their disappearance has anything to do with the murder of the Divine.
Maker's balls. The Wardens and the Divine. That can't... No, you're asking so you don't really know. First off, I didn't know they disappeared. But we do that, right? No more blight, job done. Wardens are the first thing forgotten. But one thing I'll tell you, no warden killed the Divine. Our purpose isn't political.
Тук съм почти съгласен, като изключим, че аз съм крал. Което прави ордените до някъде вече и политически настроени. Тогава къде са? Това убиване на бандити?
What's the warden purpose got to do with throwing farmers at bandits?
This was different. I was in the area recruiting, fought some demons, then I heard about the stealing. Treaties give wardens the right to take what we need, who we need. These idiots forced this fight, so I conscripted their victims. They had to do what I said, so I told them to stand. Next time they won't need me. Grey Wardens can inspire, make you better than you think you are.
Така, това звучи силно.
I wasn't aware Grey Wardens could take whatever they want.
It's complicated. If there's a blight, everyone has to help the others to fight it. The treaties are ancient. Outside of blights, it's as binding as a clever tongue can make it.
Къде може да се избягали, да са отишли вардените?
Do you have any idea where the other wardens could have gone?
Maybe they returned to our stronghold at Weishaupt? That's in the Anderfels, a long way north. I don't really know. Can't imagine why they'd all disappear at once, let alone where they disappear to.
Да ти защо не си изчезва?
Why haven't you gone missing like the rest of them?
Well, maybe I was going to. Or maybe there's a new directive, but a runner got lost or something. My job was to recruit on my own. Plan to stay that way for months. Years.
Не ми даваш нищо.
You're no help. I'm no further ahead than I was.
Inquisition. Agent, did you say? Hold a moment. The Divine is dead and the sky is torn. Events like these, thinking we're absent is almost as bad as thinking we're involved. If you're trying to put things right, maybe you need a warden. Maybe you need me.
Как мога да помогнеш? Ще я опита.
The Inquisition needs all the
Очевидно, че
support
е
it
вой,
can
така
get.
че.
But what can one Grey Warden do?
Save the fucking world if pressed. Look, maybe fighting demons from the sky isn't something I'm practiced at. But show me someone who is. And like I said, there are treaties. Maybe this isn't a blight, but it's bloody well a disaster. Some will honor them. Being a warden means something to a lot of people.
Добре, съгласен съм. Добре, присъедини се към инквизицията.
Warden Blackwall, the Inquisition accepts your offer.
Good to hear. We both need to know what's going on. And perhaps I've been keeping to myself for too long. This warden walks with the Inquisition.
Я видим. Ами както гледам, Дориан още не сме го причислили, значи ни остават двама души за причисляване. Си вземем Варик. Женското царство ми харесва, ще си вземем само Мадай. Сега.
So you spend a lot of time around dead people? Corpses?
As Navarans, we pay respect to the departed in family crypts.
Pay respect? Like pose them and dress them up and such?
Not in the way you're picturing.
It sounds like a big dead dollhouse. Dollhouses are creepy enough.
Well, now you know.
Сега. Сега обаче е време да решим дали директно да сложим край на епизода или...
3 keys to locks that have been changed, a schedule for a journey not taken, and 2 names of servants no longer employed.
I don't know what you're on about.
The now useless items passed to you by those in my employ. I do hope you have alternate plans for the evening.
Joke's on you. I only had 1 key.
Първи ми поглед какво се случи тук. Задачите тук. Трябва да търсим Лириум. Тук можем да дойдем в следващия епизод да го вземем. Тук да дойдем, да го вземем този. Лириум, този е при дракона, няма да ходим скоро при него. Тази задача можем да дойдем да доизпълним по-скоро. Да информираме човека за... че са поставили кулите. Това е за онзи пич, където му закара цветята на жена си от Редклиф. Ако не се бъркам, да събираме ногти. Добре, ами то като цяло не ни остават някакви важни задачи тук. Но ще ги изпълним тях и предполагам ще отидем ето тук, така ще дойдем, ще изпълним това, ще изпълним и тази. Задача тези тук закритите още няма да ги изпълняваме. Като стана 12 лева ще дойдем тук да доразкрием и да биеме дракони и мракони. Даже може би по-скоро към 14-15 лева. Така, ами, да, нещо такова. Пък ще видим следващия епизод. Толкова започна да записвам следващия епизод, ще видим къде ще правим, какво ще правим и как ще го правим. Добре. тук ще сложа край на този епизод. Пожелавам ви всичко най-хубаво. Чао, чао и до нови срещи.